So it seems Pierce managed to get into the warehouse, the place thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises, signs of recent occupation, as well as partly charred painting, interrupted in his search by Officer Bradley. Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. I'd say the plot thickens, but so far it has remained the same consistency. A gelatinous goop that somehow resembles the makings of a mystery. It does get more interesting. I assumed it would. No reason to believe otherwise. Oh, look at me not paying attention.
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
I don't believe the fire is the only reason this house is in such a state.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around it, would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Anything I should be wary
I prefer to be
of?
prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you. if only to reassure Silas.
Yeah, might be useful.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Officer Bradley drove us along the cliffs of Darkwater to the Hawkins mansion. The huge house set on the edge of a steep summit. Looks onto the lighthouse. The place seems to be abandoned for some time. Bradley told me about an old caretaker still living here. He shouldn't prevent us from getting into the mansion. Oh, I have points available. Let's put something in. Investigate. Ah, I see what you mean now, Jay. That was the only chance I got to do occultism and medicine like that, because them two only upgrade from finding things, whereas these I can upgrade with other things. Right, okay. I do understand now. So I could level up that, I could level up that, I could level up that. I think I'll go with spot hidden. Chance of finding hidden objects. An undiscovered object will not appear in the game. Let's get that. And then let's start towards psychology. Okay, 37. My god, it looks about 400. We're on chapter 3. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, I would have thought it was that way, but it's this way. So glad you came with me, officer. I would have been lost straight away.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
1693. Where did you go? There. Let's not get lost until we've finished going in the right direction. Is there a reason we've stopped here?
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
Oh
I
yes,
told
they've
you.
smashed his flowers.
Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Someone desecrated a grave.
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What?
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The caretaker takes great care of these graves.
Yes, but not of the middle one.
Poor kid.
Why is that?
Poor kid.
Don't think there's anything else I can learn from this. I'm just going to go ahead and go to the manor without you, officer. Seems Sarah was more popular than her husband. Wonder if that's anything to do with the fire. Creepy place.
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa! Whoa!
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe, and let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin?
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
That went surprisingly well. Well, hello, officer, who came to help me
Yes.
with the old man.
Shall we enter? Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Stop bothering me.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you. Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does
Really?
this tell
Nobody
me?
cleaned it up. What is that?
What kind of meat is this?
Yeah, exactly. It has tentacle portions. Is it like an octopus head or something?
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Over the meat, perhaps.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Caretaker definitely doesn't go in here. If he does, he doesn't do anything. I'll keep that out.
Let's see if I
Silas
can
managed
find
to bring
something
the
the
fire
cops
under
missed.
control, but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
Let's take a look then. Let's see what we can learn.
They had a fight. Why?
What's that?
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Interesting.
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Most likely. The body was there.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
The painting that was removed.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Must have been removed before the fire. Curious. What am I missing here? Huh.
Did someone escape the fire?
There's a chance that both of them escaped the fire.
This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Much of this evidence simply contradicts the investigation's findings.
Really? Tell me about it.
I found a bottle of whiskey. Empty.
Well, that must have been a loss for you.
No glass. I suspect one of them drank heavily to calm down. Charles, most probably.
That's pretty thin. Who says that bottle hadn't been there for a while?
I can tell where young Simon was, but not his parents. Where were their bodies found?
I can't help you on that one. Charles and Sarah's bodies had already been carried away when I got here.
without your authorization. By whom?
Marshall, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know. So... well...
Weird.
It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene.
What'd you say?
That mark on the door. Someone's hand slid down there. The left side has no mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean, if it's Charles or Sarah, they wouldn't have left their son.
They would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help? I don't buy it.
Oh, yeah?
I was under the impression the fire started around midnight.
Yes, Silas banged on our door around 1 a.m. Poor devil ran so hard he was almost belching his lungs out.
This clock burned before 10 p.m.
That's impossible. What you imply? Silas never would have hurt the Hawkins family. Besides, Dr. Fuller confirmed the hour of death in his report. Your clock must have already have stopped.
Dr. Fuller?
A brilliant surgeon, and a friend of the family. I'm sure he took the matter to heart. So, excuse me if I value his opinion over yours.
So be it. Let's move on. I suspect this lamp caused the fire.
That's what the investigation suggested, too.
But does your report mention the bloodstains? The lamp didn't fall, it was thrown at someone.
For heaven's sakes, no. The report doesn't mention that.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
Could plan a fight.
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
There's only one way to be sure. Continually open and close this.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
I have to have a word with Chief West.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
It's quite a building, don't you think? Do you know that the Hawkins were among the wealthiest families on the island?
Yeah, well, they do have the biggest house.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music. This place was falling apart long before the fire.
That clock still works. Or still worked. Weird. Am I supposed to go up there? Let's have a look.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. "20,000 Leagues Under the Sea." Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Wonder why everything's in such bad shape, even before the fire.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear sir, as you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems to be able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me that although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Wellard. Intriguing. Oh, bloody hell. Someone just flashed up in front of me. Yeah, don't like. Do not like. Creepy hallway. Holy shit, it's nearly 11:30. Oh, I guess I'm going down the creepy hallway. Actually, let's go and ask Mr. Police Officer Man about this letter.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
Is there something here I've not found and that's why he's just walking in circles? Ooh. Precise and very detailed treatise on the particularities of the human body compared to the animal world. Simplicity of its writing and the vulgarization of its vocabulary make it accessible to the profane. Medicine progress. Cool. Rats.
Locked.
Ugh.
The boys' room.
Mm-hmm.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
The boy had the visions too.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him. What will her room reveal about her? Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Barbiturates, they act as a depressant of the nervous system, but once you begin, you never live without them. Not that I know. Of that I know something. Ah, right, okay. Unlock the door, perhaps? Perchance? To find a clue. No, I broke something.
This padlock is too complicated for me.
Interesting. Where is it? I don't know. I can't do a reconstruction thing here? Oh, well, okay.
This door is locked.
Let's go and talk to Mr. Man.
Did you hear that?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
I kind of feel like I've explored everything. Oh, I can't jump down there.
Locked.
Oh. Weird scratch marks.
This door is locked.
Yes, thank you. When you get the question mark on your screen, that's your split hidden skill telling you there's something nearby to find. Ah. Spot hidden skill. Sorry, right, okay.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
It was for one of these locked doors. I see, she was trying to summon Cthulhu. Or one of the old ones, at least.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve? This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
For quite healthy sums as well.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
Francis Sanders.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Charles Hawkins scribbled a kind word to his wife. Fate brought us together, and forever it will bind us. I don't know if that's kind words or not. It sounds almost creepy.
door is blocked on the other side.
Okay.
Bradley? Is that you?
No, it is not Bradley. I can guarantee it. And I'm going to go and confirm my suspicion before I go up there. Yes.
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the
Well,
Hawkins'
do you
personal
want to
effects.
come follow me to this creepy appearance? No? Okay. Guess I've got to go alone. Get creeped out. Oh shit. Right, I will get creeped out. And then hopefully it'll bring us to the end of this section.
Is anyone there?
Because it's late. Oh. Weird.
You! Stop! Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
Well, he didn't go that way.
This door is blocked from the outside. The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty.
I'll cover you.
Oh?
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
There's something nearby. But where? Irritating, why can't I find that?
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Yeah, I saw that before. Ah. Crowbar found in Hawkins Manor probably belongs to the caretaker.
A crowbar. Could prove useful.
Well, wasn't my first thought, but yeah. Guess I could use it.
This door was closed earlier.
The other side of that bookcase that when we entered was blocking my path.
Where did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure. Let's search this room. It looks like an old seaway map.
Cool.
They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips.
Oh, I really need to wait. Apologies. Had to pee. Maybe now I can concentrate on what I was looking for. Oil refilled. Ah, right, okay, so.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well.
Yes, but I can't see the legs, so it could be his father. Could also be Hawkins' father.
I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. Why are these letters here, and not with Sarah Hawkins' belongings?
They also are addressed to Sarah Webster, and not to Hawkins. These letters have been opened but visibly have not left Charles Hawkins' office. Tied together carefully, knotted braid. Why did Hawkins intercept his wife's mail? Ex-lover, perhaps?
It looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor.
A lot of copies
This
of
panel
Priscilla.
is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. With this, I should be able to force the gears.
Well done, Pierce.
As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
Yes, well, that would have been the first clue to the secret passage rather than the actual
Seems like this came from a
gears
log.
for it. Monday the 24th of May 1847. 42N 70W. That coordinates? Sailed north all morning. Captain Hamilton is confident. He says that we'll beat the Orpheus this season. May God be merciful. I preferred it when the whales disappeared without trace. With these carcasses, we no longer ignore the sad fate. What's eating these huge beasts? I told Hamilton. It's a bad omen. He doesn't care. We dropped anchor near a village. The inhabitants say the waters are red with the blood of the sacred beasts. And to follow them is to defy the gods. I told them that I only fear God Almighty, but in the loneliness of the hold, I'm scared. We've sighted a huge whale in the distance. Its size seems to be beyond anything known to man. It sends out an infernal song. Hamilton wants it. Caught it. It's the most grotesque whale I've ever laid eyes upon. It will go into memory as the biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we have gained glory. This day will be celebrated for years to come. Darkwater. We have beaten the Orpheus, returned with empty holds. The Scylla and Hamilton are only memories. Is that the magnificent
There
catch,
must be a
miraculous
link with
catch?
the Seaway map. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Yes. They are coordinates then. Curiouser and curiouser. Well, the investigation continues.